Hello and welcome back to Vintage Gaming Memories. I appreciate your interest in checking out this video. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome to the channel. I hope you'll subscribe and visit often as I continue to publish more content almost on a daily basis. If this is a return visit, then thank you for your continued support as it really does help me grow this channel. For this video, you can see this large box taking up quite a bit of the real estate for my camera to capture. Now, what's inside the box is something that's going to be, well, you know what? I'll show you right now. Let's open this up. I got it just today. It's not been opened. It's going to be a crapshoot. We probably won't know much after today anyways, because I can't really test it. But I can at least look at the physical condition of this and see if it's even going to be worth anything. I paid $130 for this, negotiated it down on eBay. Yep, bunch of styrofoam. Nope, it's what's underneath. And I'm just going to pull this thing out. Oh, it is not light. It's pretty heavy. Okay. Has that great 1980 smell to it. This person that sold to me is not he's not the original owner, so he can't inform me whether or not this is working. But I think you can see it already, right? The front will tell you it all. Ta-da! Yes. Hopefully that comes in clear. It is the Atari SH204. This is a 20 megabyte hard drive. It's the first external hard drive from Atari for their ST line of computers. Came out in 1985. It could actually work with my 8-bit, as I would just need a multi-IO, perhaps like an ICD MIO, and then I could actually connect right here to the actual controller. I don't have that, so that's another item trying to find the ICD MIO that I could use it for multiple things, because it is a multiple IO device. You can connect a printer, video, RS-232, hard disk like this as well, but that's a whole nother discussion. This has no power cable, not a big deal. Let me just check it again. I'm sure it's the same. Yeah, I plug it in. What I'm going to do, turn it off, plug it in and see if it even powers up with the light and hear what it sounds like as it spins, if at all. And then I will, you know what? No, I'm going to open it up. Let's be smart. Let's see what's in there first before I even power it up. And then we'll go and see what happens afterwards. So give me a second and let's open this up. So I believe it's a lift up as we shimmy it. There we go. Very slowly. I don't know what cables are in front. Just the one for the light. Wow. Whew, it does smell like my childhood. It's very good condition. I mean, it's clean. I mean, I do see some dust on the fan, so I'm glad it was working at one point. This was a very risky, I wouldn't say it's risky, but it was a chance I'm taking to purchase this, because paying for something that might just turn out to be an expensive doorstop is what I kind of did. However, I'm pretty optimistic. You see the sides and the insides here? I mean, there's the drive itself. You know, I don't know. I'm feeling optimistic, but again, I don't have my hardware to do a test yet. There's the other side. You can see. I do want to plug it in still, and I'll do that with it open so I can at least hear it and see it run. We'll put this cover on the side so you can just see the light working. There you go. And let me get the power cable. It is powered off, and there's a fuse in here. I'm not going to check it. I'm going to take a chance and plug it in. We'll see if anything happens, and then we'll know if to check the fuse and so forth. So it's off. Plugging my power cord in. All right, well, the moment of truth. Let's see what happens. It's spinning. Wow. Sounds like an airplane taking off. At least the fan is spinning. You can hear it beeping. It's reading, or at least it's initializing. Nothing. The light is not lit, which I don't know when it comes on, or if it should come on. But I know we got power. But yeah, it sounds good. I mean, whether that drive is going to be able to be read once I do connect it to my 8-bit, that's the only question remaining. And then, if we can actually access this would be pretty cool to see what's on here. I mean, again, I don't know when the last time this was powered up, who owned it before. The guy who sold it to me was just a reseller. I would be interested. And now I guess the other thing I should mention that, yeah, I know I am a collector of Atari 8-bits, and this is not an 8-bit per se peripheral. I mean, it can work with an 8-bit, as I have a friend who ran this on his 130XC back in the day on his BBS. So I know it can work. I just figured, you know what, this is a pretty cool piece of vintage hardware, being that's the first external one. Hard drive, that is, that Atari has ever created for their computer line, at least for their ST line, which would be obviously the first for any of their lines because everything else didn't exist. It was always running off of your external drives with your floppies. All right, let's take a look at the measurements for this because I don't think this video does its justice to show you how big this is. And this is not even the largest of the external hard drives they had. So this is 7 inches wide, and it's about 15 inches long and 3 1/4 tall. Often referred to as a shoebox, right? Now this one, compared to the other, or the next one in line they had, which I think, let me think here, I think it's the SH205. This is the 204. The 205, and then the ones that came afterwards, which was the 305 and 605. The 205 is a 20 megabyte as well. The 30 is the 30, and 60 is the 60. But those are a larger base to them, and you could pretty much put a monitor on top of this. Obviously, you would not put a monitor on. Just sit next to your computer. So it's a little bit unique in that respect, and it's the first one that came out of those lines of external hard drives for Atari. So that is pretty neat to have in the collection if you are a collector of Ataris. Just want to thank you all again for watching, and I know it's a short one, but some of these short ones are pretty intriguing and maybe brings you back to see more. And until next time, keep your gaming passion from the past alive by living it today. That's what I always do. Take care, everyone.